Hello, Roger here, and today I'm going to be diving into the Apocryph DAO contracts. And this is the introduction video, so I'm just going to go over the repository structure real quick, and then we can dive in. So, in the root of the repository, there is this hardhat config file, and hardhat is the build system we are using for Apocryph, for the DAO. So I can just go npx hardhat compile, and it will compile the contracts. Or I could test. And there is also the contracts themselves in the contracts folder, and hardhat would automatically go over this folder and find all the solidity files. There are a number of folders here, so they're like groups of related contracts or individual contracts that are just split into multiple files. There is the interfaces folder, which is for various ERC interfaces, for example, ERC 1363. And there are also some interfaces we use from OpenZeppelin, which is a popular library of ERC and Ethereum contracts. For example, this ERC20 contract, which is just a normal interface, except that it comes from node models. So we're going to dive into interfaces first, then we will check out this test contract here real quick. Then we will switch to the bonding curve contract, as it is relatively simple and not linked to the other contracts. Then we will go through the vesting, I think, yeah. So vesting, then the token, which is like the Apocryph token, which is, I think, the most complicated contract. Then we will be going through voting and finally allocations, because allocations depends on voting. And that's the brief overview of the other videos. Then we're also having a few other files here. There is the test folder, which contains various tests, such as the ones we just ran. There is the scripts folder, which contains a deploy script, which was written by yours truly and just deploys the contracts. It's a bit long, but it should be possible to understand with some JavaScript knowledge. Just keep in mind that you might want to start reading it at the bottom. And it uses this config folder to know what to deploy. So the config describes, okay, so we have this bounding curve that uses those allocations, which is this voting that uses this token for its weights, and this token distributes some token through the vesting to, for example, the core team or to Comrade. And then there is also the operate script, which we might be somewhat more familiar with, which is very similar to the deployment script, except that it actually executes transactions on the contracts themselves after they've been deployed. And I won't actually be going over this contract. This script. And that's about it. Hope you liked the videos.